So I'm trying desperately to find a rock with pyroxenes in it, single chained, and because they're such small crystals, it's virtually impossible. This one's a metamorphic rock, rhodonite. And the issue with the rhodonite is even just before your eyes, it's breaking down. The manganese is coming out and it's getting oxidized to manganese dioxide. Now they call this pyroxylite or something. So geology is quite annoying. Instead of just calling it by what it is, they create another name on top of that. So they could have just called it manganese dioxide, but they come up with some other name for it instead of just using the proper chemical names. Same with this whole thing, rhodonite. Why don't they just call it manganese silicate? And so we know what it actually is, but anyway, that's geology for you, which is quite annoying. So you can see the black manganese dioxide. I've tried to zoom in on it so you can see that even in the process, it's undergoing a chemical reaction. So the rhodonite's turning into manganese dioxide. So one mineral's turning into another. I'm trying to focus up and down on a slightly higher power by 100 instead of the by 40 normally. And so that's what's going on. So you're going to get some conversion of this blocky pink pyroxene. Half of it's going to be quartzy and half of it's going to be manganese dioxide, because it's sort of breaking down into that. So you've got to kind of use it to your advantage. So if it's sort of a pink, blocky, pyroxene looking material and there's manganese dioxide inserted in it with even sort of it converting to sort of like a half quartz, half manganese dioxide, that's sort of a giveaway that a silica manganese rhodonite mineral is transforming. So you can sort of use its breakdown products next to it as a clue that it could be rhodonite. Also, like in the hand sample, you'll see that the black is along the cracks and along the outside the rind. So they're all sort of useful clues at trying to work out these changing minerals.